Welcome to my final screencast for Hop Dyna cohort. Yay! I have to tell you, screencasting was my least favorite new skill that I learned, but I'm glad I learned it. So thank you. So I want to talk about augmented reality. Augmented reality is blending rich interactive content with the student's learning experience. And what I love about all of this and what it has to offer is that it's kind of that choose your own story version of how do I do it, or how do I use it, or how do I apply it. And I want to make sure that this adventure brings me to the front and center of using AR in my classroom. So as we move forward, you need to make sure that you have your Arisma app at the ready on your mobile device so that you can interact with this screencast fully. Looking into my plans for integrating augmented reality begin with enriching and supplementing the learning environment. This may range from everything of students having constant access to info that I may write on a board at one point, but then it goes away. It might be items or words that are in print that no longer just require that flat surface. So I can use less words on the wall, but the students can supplement or go back to information, revisit information just with using their device and interacting that way. I love this one, not because it has anything to do with my classroom, but it does talk to the fact of experience. And AR is a fluid and dynamic means to extend that experience while differentiating for students. This is going to be so effective with science stations. The idea of not having to keep track of paper copies for directions or going back on the debrief and trying to make kids think about a station that they did 28 minutes ago and how this YouTube video might support it. All of that can be at the ready right there in that moment as they're doing it. It provides a lot of individualized learning and at their pace or at their needs, and they can decide how much to extend and enrich, or they also know that they have that security in having that information at the ready all the time. My last focus or purpose for authentic use of augmented reality in my class will be to enhance learning. This may be through documenting and archiving the happenings. This may be through blended activities. This may be through a whole new approach to note-taking and critical reading. All I know is that I'm open to those options, and I think that my students will be excited about it as well. No matter what I choose or how I choose to implement AR with my students, I know there are tons of resources available. I do not need to create everything from scratch. Here is the Skyview app that we've always tinkered around with when we camp because we love to look at the stars, and I don't want to bring my flashcards about what the constellations are called or which planets are on the horizon when. And this allows for that enriched experience with all that information accessible. Why wouldn't we want to use that with our kids all the time? Well, we do. It's going to just be fun. That's all. I do want to thank Mike Hollowell's Prezi for the inspiration around the modality of presentation on this augmented reality line of thought. Cheers, all. Have a great one.